Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino. Evelyne Pflugi, co-founder and CEO of the Singularity Group, joins me to discuss investing in innovation and the Nasdaq Singularity Index. It is great to have you with us, Evelyne. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you for having me, Jill.
You got it. And Evelyne, tell us what the Singularity Group does.
We are specialists in screening for companies that make money with innovation rather than spend money on innovation. We do that through being essentially value chain experts. We use entrepreneurs to understand and time innovations. So we time innovations, not markets. And with that, we create investment portfolios that deliver so far substantially better earnings than the benchmarks that we select from.
So Evelyne, how do you invest in innovation outside of the venture capital and pure tech space?
Good question, because often innovation is associated with just venture capital and pure tech, and it's always or often associated with spending and with only tech. In the listed equity market where we kind of play, where our playing field is, it's a bit dangerous to get all too absorbed in hypes and hopes. And in the early stages of that, we believe investors don't really have the patience to really wait for these things to come to fruition. So we prefer to actually wait for companies to make money, to sell something. And so we do that in the listed space. We analyze revenue streams, we analyze products and services. We spend a lot of time on that. And so we stay away actually from the VC and kind of pure tech space, because a lot of the value chain of current innovations that are very techy actually happens in the industrials, chemicals, or other areas actually that aren't known to be tech.
And the Nasdaq Singularity Index has become the gold standard in applied innovation benchmarking. What is the collaboration like with Nasdaq?
Nasdaq has been actually essential in the creation of the index. It's a modified market cap index that uses actually our Singularity Innovation Score, or innovation score for companies, to weight the companies in a way that creates most value for investors in the index via the vehicles that it's associated with. So Nasdaq's actually been with quite a number of people helping us build the index, think it through, build the philosophy and the strategy to calculate the index. And since then has just been supporting us on methodology changes, and has helped us a lot understand how indexing actually works and creates better value.
And you had mentioned that there are innovations outside of technology. What innovations are relevant at this point, and which ones are you avoiding?
Everybody's currently talking about AI. We're asked about AI as well. The obvious candidates are also in the information technology space. That's some of the semiconductor players on the high-end side. So those are the obvious ones. Outside of tech, I would say something that's not really known to be technology that plays into this value chain, but is parked, I think, in the IT sector, are the consultants, and Accenture, and Oracle and its consulting business, so Fujitsu, IBM. These companies are actually the first beneficiaries almost of this digitalization and AI implementation, because companies can't really do it much with AI without the big consultants. But I would say not necessarily AI, but this automation theme that used to be the big hype a couple of years ago with all the robo funds and ETFs launching, that one's now coming to fruition. So we're seeing, again, large cap companies like Siemens, Schneider, ABB here in Switzerland doing really well on delivering this automation finally. And those are the companies, that we also like to put into kind of the innovation space, of course.
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective. So Evelyne, what's next for the Singularity Group?
We're in a growth mode. We've grown more than 50% our asset base year to date, and we're doing quite well, honing in on existing clients that are adding to the strategies, but also newer clients here in Switzerland and Europe. And then we're having early conversations with US partners to see if we could move to the US for a next growth phase. That will probably take another year or two.
All right, Evelyne, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.